DST 2016. This is interviews, music reviews, and more. This is The Hodder Show.
What is up, everybody? We're rolling audio here today on episode 382 of The Hodder Show. Another Halloween special coming at you on the spookiest day of the year. I hope that you guys had a fantastic spooky week and that you are ready, because we are doing something completely different here on The Hodder Show that I have never done before for this Halloween special. We are going to experience Carver, the 2008 slasher horror film, and we're going to watch it together. But we're not doing this alone, because we are being joined by the actor behind the main villain of this movie, Bobby Shaw Carver, Erik Fones, who is providing us with some incredible commentary about the movie, the story, the actors, the location, the props, the effects, everything. There is so much that he dives into. I had a blast doing this with him. I was so nervous to do this because I've never done anything like this before with a watch along, but I enjoyed every second of it, and I know you guys are too. This is meant to be a companion piece for Carver. So what I recommend, if you've never seen Carver, check it out, then come back and listen to this. Or if obviously you have seen it before, launch this up and watch it along with Carver. Some people like to mute the audio when they listen to watch-alongs. That's obviously up to you guys. I liked having the volume still kind of going. That was a personal preference, but it's basically, think of this just like DVD commentary, but it's from Erik and then his silly buddy who just goes crazy and yells at all the scenes and everything. So get ready for that and all the crazy horror-filled fun. Before we jump in, though, I want to thank everybody for their support on last week's episode of the show. Another original horror story narration from yours truly. The last time I went trick-or-treating. A lot of really, really kind words and feedback for that. And I just have to say thank you. It means the world to me. I love horror narration. I love horror writing. And it's still a fairly new passion of mine. In the last couple of years, I've done some kind of horror narration on The Hodder Show, and it's always really well received. So thank you guys so much, and stay tuned. More stuff coming on the horror narration front. But we're always trying to do new things here, always trying to expand the show and grow and try different things, just like this watch along of Carver with my man Erik Fones, the actor behind Bobby Shaw Carver. Before we jump in, I just feel the need to say this really quick. Number one, viewer discretion is strongly advised for Carver. Obviously, it is an unrated movie, technically, or R-rated, or however the hell that said. The uncut, unrated version is what we watched. And also, for this episode, viewer discretion is advised, or listener discretion is advised, because we talk about some pretty gruesome stuff. So, and make some silly jokes and things like that. So, that all said, let's jump into, for the first time ever in the history of the Hodder Show, a watch along with my buddy Erik Fones. Let's get into it. All right, everybody, welcome to what is a very special first ever here on the Hodder Show for this Halloween special. We are doing a watch along of the 2008 movie Carver. Now, what's really fun about this is I'm being joined by the man who portrayed the villain, killer, serial killer, whatever you want to call him in this movie, Bobby Shaw Carver, my buddy, Mr. Erik Fones. Erik, what's up, buddy?
What's happening? Hello to all of you listeners out there in listener land.
Man, we talked about doing this when you were on the show. And it was one of those things like, no, sometimes you'll say something on the show, like, I'll be like, oh, hey, like, we should do this. But I'm so glad we're actually doing this. And I'm so excited because this is something I've never done before. I hope that people enjoy it. If you are listening to this right now and you do not have a copy of Carver, hit me up and I will send you in the right direction to find one.
A secret link.
Yes, we have secrets. But we're not going to share it on here because, like, that's disrespectful, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Let's just say we got the hookup. It's okay. But Erik does actually have a copy, and that's what we're going to be using to watch this. So
Mhm.
that will not be a problem.
No.
But Eric, man, before we jump in, I have to ask two things. Number one, I would ask you, are you excited to watch this movie again? But you have joked with me before about how you have actually watched this movie like 1,000 times. Is that actually accurate?
It never gets any old, though. It doesn't get old.
You
Like
always appreciate it.
with the experiences that I had and the different relationships that formed because of this movie,
Right.
it just brings back so many memories as I'm watching it. It's pretty great. So every watch through is like, I'm really proud of this, or I'm really happy I did this, and I'm glad I'm sharing it with other people. That's so it never gets old.
Yeah, man. And what's so cool about what we're doing is, you mentioned the DVD commentary earlier. You did not
Mm.
take part in the DVD commentary, which to a point, I think I understand maybe why. Because if I had a serial killer villain in the movie, I don't know if especially because like you're such a nice guy. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to like ruin the mystique of
Yeah.
my serial
No,
killer. So,
I get that. I get that. But I mean, enough time has passed that it's
oh, for
whatever. But
sure.
but yeah, no, I understand their mentality behind it. Plus, I
Mhm.
with this being my first movie ever, they tried to do some behind the scenes like interviews with me, and I bombed them so bad because I wasn't used to it. I wasn't
Sure.
used to anything involved in it, and they would ask me questions, and I would be like, like literally, that was my answer. It was like, this, and that, and yeah. So they didn't use any of my stuff.
Well, in one regard, I mean, I think that might fit the character.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Well, that's what's so fun is I literally, aside from a couple of clips, I have not seen this. You guys are getting my genuine live reaction. And as we watch, if there's something I want to ask Eric, I'm going to just jump in and ask. Think of this like alternative DVD commentary. So Eric's going to tell us stuff about what we see. I'm going to ask him things. At some point, if there's something we're really diving into that I think is worth a pause, I'm going to announce that we're going to pause it and give you guys a countdown. And then I'm going to give you guys a count in before we actually press play, just for the record. But one more thing I wanted to ask you, Eric, before we start. In this day and age now for you, what does the role of Bobby Shaw Carver mean to you in a nutshell?
You know, Bobby Shaw is very important to me. He was my first acting role in general, both on screen and doing anything really, other than real life. But yeah, it always means a lot to me, and the more that I think about it, the more that I draw from it is it's just one of those things that always stays with me. Like you always remember your first, and that's true with acting as well.
Even if it is, a sadistic serial murderer who,
Yeah, it
messes
took me
people
to
up.
depths that I never thought I was able to go to,
Right.
honestly. And with my acting roles today, it actually helps me draw into those.
Definitely, as a fan of and as someone who has had the privilege of working with you before too, and who I know will in the future as well. So stay tuned for that, folks. I think that it is awesome, and I can't wait. I'm just excited to see you for the first time on screen as Bobby Shaw Carver. So I'm hyped. I want to just jump in head first here and not mess around, folks.
Let's go.
And like I said, as we go, we're gonna take apart some stuff, and Eric's gonna tell us a few things. So if you would like to do an actual full watch along with us and you have everything pulled up, or you have the DVD, whatever, if you would like a way to watch it, let us know and we'll get you hooked up. Go ahead and set your little slider or your DVD or whatever to 00000. And then on the count of 3, we're going to press play and jump in. Are you ready, Eric?
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, I'm ready. My man is ready to go. All right. Here we go, folks. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So right off the bat, 2 for flinching pictures. I love that so much.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty great. And the director slash co-owner of that production company was we worked together in a mortgage company. So so
Interesting.
he yeah, and he was doing another movie where he was using the office as a set, and he had me do some boom mic work and stuff like that, because I was just like, hey man, let me just help out. And I casually mentioned to him, if he needs a killer at any point, just keep me in mind. And here we are. He wrote this role for me.
That's so cool, dude. So, oh geez, opening up. I was about to make a comment about the funky little song,
Yeah,
but oh geez, there's
turkey
just
in
a
the straw.
woman laying.
Yeah, that
I
is
don't know what she's laying on, but it looks unpleasant.
plastic,
Huh.
like literally just like plastic that you would have in your basement, like a
She's
tarp
all beat up.
almost. Yeah,
My girl's not having a good time.
she definitely was not. I might have been, but she was not. Now, yeah, but she's a sweet girl, Natasha Lyonne. Oh, she was the nicest girl. She
Awesome to
was
work
really
with.
awesome. Yeah, she was really cool. But yeah, this basement was freaky, and you'll see it in a lot of shots in this movie. But it gave me very creepy vibes.
The fact that it's actually playing on the record too in the room, that's a really cool little bit of sound design.
Yeah, yeah. He was that's one thing he was very very good at is working in the sound design.
So she's looking around.
And there, yeah.
Oh shit, there he is. Oh shit.
Yep.
So she just saw Bobby Shaw Carver.
My direction was walk by this place, and I did. So that was my first direction ever.
Oh
And then
shit, there he is. The full mask and everything.
yeah, that they told me I could take that mask, but they didn't let me. So, well, that's another story.
Yo, what?
Yeah, I was also about 100 pounds heavier in this.
My
too.
guy cast an imposing figure.
Yeah. Oh, I still do, even though
I mean, yes, in a different way.
So.
I don't like where that saw's going. My guy, if you ever say please, it's never going to end well for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah.
Does not compute.
Yeah, because I mean, he's very straightforwardly just set on what he's doing, and
with Erik Fones. Sorry,
I love that I got the with credit, because that made me feel good. And no, that was not pee. That I was hosing her down.
What are you hosing her down with?
Muddy water.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know. Me being who I am, I was just like, sorry, Natasha, we got to do this. But, we
apologizing for everything. Just
no, I didn't
people up. I'm sorry.
In my head, I was like,
of course, yeah.
Her and I got along very well. And actually, this was a lot of fun.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, this is this was my first like stunt action in anything, because I had to lift her up at some point, and yeah, it was very
good. Oh my guy is just chopping her throat with a saw in real time. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's one thing right off the bat I'm already noticing, is that the gore and the actual practical effects are awesome for this. Mm-hmm. I was not expecting that to be that
truck
graphic.
Was not street legal.
But the truck was not street legal. Okay.
We had to drive it quite often. But luckily we didn't really get pulled over. Well, at least not that I know of. Yeah. and more times than once, like I lived with, by the director, and we had to travel down to set in said truck a couple times, and that was it was interesting because it was a very, very old truck.
Oh gosh.
And I'm talking like maybe an hour away too, so.
I mean, I get it. Sorry, I'm trying to turn on subtitles and I'm realizing I can't. That's okay. It's supposed to be the Haskin Boys' big weekend.
Haskin Boys' big weekend.
Is it going to be their big weekend, Erik?
Oh, it'll be a big weekend for at least one of them. So the older brother, the guy on the right, Matt Carmody, nicest guy ever. He and I hit it off really well, and we talked all the time. And then Neil Kubith, the guy on the left, he and I hung out quite a bit. Good guy, good actor. This place is an actual place in Woodbridge, Virginia, and I have been here outside of this movie.
How'd it feel to be back there, knowing the significance of it in this movie?
It was so weird. It was very weird, but it was surreal, but like in a good way, you know. And I mean, obviously nobody recognized me. Yeah, see the inspection sticker there. The inspection sticker there was 2004. This was filmed in 2007. So
wow. So yeah, right away. That's that's a bit.
Yeah, we got really lucky. That T-shirt that he's wearing was made for this movie.
Really, I can't make out what it is.
That's not a spider carcass. It's a quote unquote. You can see my air quotes, but nobody else can. It's a band that was made for this movie. Basically, it was just spider one carcass. Of those things.
I'm all for it. There was some sick music earlier too. I meant to point out, but got distracted by the blood and gore.
Yeah,
so my man is now walking into this place to take a dump.
Yeah, and they're not open, as you will find out. Oh, that's Sammy.
New favorite character.
I used to dog sit her.
Aw, of course you did.
Yeah.
She got some interesting stuff on
very well behaved. Yep. Yeah, and this is not set dressed whatsoever. This place is really like this.
That's actually sick. Is that an elephant? What the hell?
It's an elephant head.
So is this place still a functioning restaurant? Or
it is. It is. It's still up last time I checked. But I haven't been inside in years and years and years. But
Billy Hay Carver.
Billy.
Is that who that is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's David G. Holland. I cannot say enough about this guy. He was like my actual brother on set. He and I could be related in real life. You know, we got along very well. He was my BFF on set, and he would coach me through some things, give me pointers. And later on, when I had a production company of my own, briefly, he came up and did a movie with us. No pay, no nothing. He just wanted to hang out with us.
He's got a wicked voice too. Also, I like to call back to the music from earlier. A little foreshadowing, maybe.
Yeah.
My God, that bathroom's not even that dirty. Why is he? Oh, that's why. Oh shit! Literally. My guy just found some pretty. Oh, there's shit on the floor there too. Right on.
Yeah, and on the wall as it is.
Been there, brother.
Shit was made of Nutella, coffee grounds, and something else that was holding it together. So we'd take it after sets and like spread it on some toast. It was pretty good.
I was gonna say, like, please say you did something weird like that with it. Actually,
no, I didn't personally, but somebody did take it. Well, we'll get to that. But somebody took a chunk of it and ate it.
Oof,
it was kind of funny.
The coffee grounds would be weird.
Yeah.
So what was this gentleman's name again? The
Matt Carmody. Matt Carmody.
Right. So he's having himself a smoke. I'm going to need you to tell me all their names as this progressed multiple times.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, that's the actor's name. That's Brian's the other guy. I don't remember character names. I remember their actual names. Yeah. Oh, hey, look at that guy. Oh, shit. And I'm throwing away a toaster. That was a lot of fun.
Fuck! My man just thrown away a toaster.
Yep. I knocked him over and threw away. I was like, let me throw away this toaster, bruh.
Bro, I got out of my way so I can throw this fucking toaster.
Right?
Dude. Oh, this makes me so happy because, like, I know you and I'm sitting here with you doing this, dude. This is so fun. Oh, man. I'm already having a blast doing this with you.
This movie was a very good learning experience. Mm-hmm. And it was so far as to date my only real Hollywood production, because there were people from Hollywood in this, and it was just a lot of fun. Notice the lack of toilet paper on the rolls, and there is shit on the walls behind him.
Man, as a custodian, I am appalled. This is my least favorite part of the movie right here. I am fucking up. This is a real horror movie right here.
It's
It's gonna be you, isn't it?
No.
Oh,
Well,
fuck.
we'll see.
I'm gonna also like just have fun with this and like guess. I'm not gonna just Whoa! What the fuck?
That's Johnny Rocket. He's he was a cool guy. I worked with him in the last movie too, The Eighth Plague, and he was just a genuinely awesome guy. And it's
Did she just say colostomy?
she did say colostomy, and you know, that kind of fits. That's
Yeah.
Rachel Green, and that fits her personality. She was very bubbly, very sarcastic, very very nice.
God.
The whole crew and the whole cast was just amazing. Like we all got together and we partied and we just like kind of hung out in the house and stuff, and yeah, it was pretty great.
I have to say, I just love that little bit of sound design there. Did you hear that? When she pulls his cheek and it was like,
Yeah.
like it was
Yeah.
clearly put in.
Yeah.
I love that. I love things like that. I think it's so fun.
I mean, obviously, I kind of kept my distance for the most part from everybody but David. Because
I'm so sorry.
wanted
David was this gentleman here?
David Holland, yeah,
Yes.
the guy with the I wanted to create that barrier between myself and the other actors.
Which
You
makes
know,
sense. I would do the
yeah.
same thing.
Yeah. So while they were doing their thing, I mean, you know, we got together, we had a few laughs. We were, you know, it wasn't me being completely antisocial, but sometimes when they were getting together and doing things, I would kind of go off by myself, or, you know, just kind of keep to myself for a little bit, because I still wanted to have that tension, you know, in general. And maybe it made me come off as an asshole, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't think so. I can understand why you would be that way, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're, you know.
I would hope they would understand why I was doing it, them being professionals and all.
So obviously there's a little bit of some tension between the brothers there, little brother, big brother tension.
Yeah. Yeah. Because,
He said it.
But there's me stalking, looking in on the stuff. That was awkward. It was raining that day and I was outside. I was the only one outside, so I was looking in and it was like, yeah.
That's so fun.
I mean, it was only this like
a
10-minute.
You were doing this stuff. Like, that's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, no, being on set was a very good experience, and it was a lot of fun too. This guy
looks like a fucking asshole.
He was the opposite of that. He was probably
his character looks like
yeah. No.
Just his presence as he walked
Sheriff
in.
Huxley. Again, I just know them by their real names. That's Luke Vitale. He's from Toronto, and he does a good Southern accent. Yeah. He actually had a friend in Georgia read him the lines that he was going to be doing so he could follow her cadence and such. I thought that was a neat little thing.
So the law's already coming in looking for Bobby Shaw.
So there's a bit of a thing where Bobby Shaw was maybe a little bit abused, because, you know, small town, you know, stuff, not by his, you know, physically abused by his brother, but a little bit deeper from the sheriff there. And there's some indications on that later on. I'll point them out when they come along. But yeah, just to give you a little bit of a background, Bobby Shaw was not, he was a pawn in all this. And even though he enjoyed what he does, he was still manipulated a lot.
You know, it's going to be some good shit when the guy says, "We don't get many visitors in these parts." You know, it's going to be some shit.
So you could tell, like, that's one thing that David was really good about. Like, he made sure I was taken care of on set.
You can tell the way he's like interacting with you.
Yeah, and he
don't say
he made that brotherly love come through both on camera and otherwise.
Yeah, just the interaction between you two there, I could feel that. That was real. That was
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. Good guy. Good guy. Again, I can't say enough good about him. I really can't.
So they're all leaving. We've seen Bobby get, taken off by the law.
Yep. And you'll see why soon. See, you can see the rain on the ground
Yes.
there. Just luckily, I
Rain on
was
the
in that
ground there.
the rain on the ground there, right there, right then there. That rain. So there was a line in this instead of saying like that'll be mighty Christian of you or whatever. In the original script, David's line was that'd be mighty white of you, and
That'd be bad and wet.
I,
That's southern as shit.
I just thought that was so crazy. Like when I first read that, I'm just like, really? But then, yeah, I was like, okay, they're backwoods rednecks, whatever. So, that they try to put up a good fight, but in the end, if you notice, it didn't really take that much for them to go out to a stranger's shack and get stuff.
In the middle of the woods.
Yeah, and they have no idea what's going on. They don't know who this guy is.
But it's just like they feel awkward because this guy can't do it himself, clearly.
Yeah.
What if I
Yeah.
pay you $50? Whoo.
$50. Sweeten the deal. Sweeten the deal. A night of drinking on
Who
me.
doesn't like a night of drinking on the house?
He wants to grab his sacks.
Yeah.
So David actually made that cane that he's using. He made it himself. He used what did he use? He used beeswax and he aged it himself. That's the Occoquan River in Occoquan, Virginia. And again, they're driving this truck that just has no business being on the road.
Yeah, clearly is not street legal.
that is just the
Some
tip of
interesting
the
traveling
iceberg, my
music
friend.
happening. Also, I haven't seen that car in many years. I recognize it. I don't know what
Tempo,
it is.
I believe.
Yeah.
And
I was gonna say I haven't seen that car since I was a kid.
yeah, that was actually somebody's car on set.
Oh, was it yours? No.
No, it was not mine.
I mean, it's a fine car. There's nothing wrong with
I
it.
did
just
own
didn't
a
see what
Ford
it all
Tempo
had.
one time.
Ooh.
It was my grandmother's car, and she gave it to me.
Oh, hell yeah. Looking for some spiders.
Some spiders.
So heading into the wilderness, which is always a really good. The only thing this movie's missing is now don't go on them words, y'all.
Yeah. No, nobody tells them that. There's a
this way to campgrounds.
I don't know quite what that was. But disposable cameras, come on, that's really aging.
Yeah, that is 2000s, my guy. Yo, when was the last time you used a disposable camera real quick? Like what?
Probably around the time that this movie was made.
Yeah, I think I used one in like 2010 for something. Oh.
That is Ursula Taharian. And she's actually been in a couple things since this that gained some good notoriety. She was in a couple commercials. I think she was in a Nintendo commercial at one point. And, I just happened to see her in some things. I'm just like...
What was her name again? Ursula?
Ursula Taharian. Taherian.
Yeah, Ursula Taharian.
And she voiced Taylor Swift on Family Guy, actually.
Good, dude. I was like trying to figure out where she sounded familiar from.
Yep.
Because I've watched that episode several times, so I know all about it.
She did both the singing voice and the speaking voice.
The Brown List. There's Carver.
Yeah.
When the Cobra Strikes.
I think she was in what's that one with Claire Danes?
Wrong.
The show.
There's our boy Erik again.
Yep,
with the sheriff going somewhere.
I shocked myself on that fence a couple times. It was live. I can attest to that myself. got a
Not meaning to laugh
quite
at
an
your miseries.
awakening. And I'm not the most athletic person in the world, but back here I was the least athletic I've ever been, and climbing over that fence was a chore.
Is that why they cut to you just being
That's
already over it?
probably why it was awkward. I'm
Yeah.
awkward, but
I mean, but like even just you walking behind him, like the way, like the nuances I'm appreciating of your performance is like you seem like you're kind of unsure, you're kind of lost, like you're just following them, like,
that's exactly what I was
but
going for.
yeah,
So
but you're still like you still have this imposing figure.
yeah, I thought a lot
But
about that.
yeah, but
I
you're clearly unsure and scared of this guy. It's very apparent.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about, like the abusive kind of things, the undertones there. He that was one of my directions, is that we have a past, and ever since I was a child, look, like, I mean, he leans in real close like that. Come on, who does
Yeah.
that?
Who does that except for people who used to bully you or something?
I got at least
Oh,
a partial from Luke getting that close to me, though. I'm just saying,
that's okay. He's an attractive man, I guess.
he's an attractive
I
young
get it.
man, yes, and he's Canadian. I like those Canadian
I like
guys.
Canadians. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
we
I'm
like you.
partial to Canadians.
Okay, what are we seeing? Oh, good Lord. Okay. That's a dead body right there.
It was a dead body, and she was very real. Like, he's trying to cop a feel. He grabbed my boob.
Yeah, he's like fully grabbing your boob. What's going on with that?
Hashtag me too. What? Sorry, that was inappropriate, but timely.
Timely? Question mark?
Timely.
But like timely?
Yeah, I mean, that kind of cancels out the inappropriateness, right?
Yeah, no, it's fine. We just saw full on real life boobs, so it's fine.
Yeah, both.
Or was that actually a real person, or was that like
Yes, no, that was a real
yes,
person.
okay.
She was
That was some
laying
fantastic
in
makeup if it
the
wasn't. That's
woods
why I
like that.
asked.
Yeah. No, Paul
Not
Goldblatt.
I'm not talking about the boobs. I'm talking about like the gore and stuff. But
You're
yes,
talking
also
about
fine.
the boobs.
Listen,
Stop it.
I'm not
No.
listen. Anyway, moving on. Look at
No,
that
Paul,
cell phone. Good
yeah,
Lord.
yeah, like she threw that and it didn't break, but it broke the ground. It like
That is like
sunk in there.
what even is that? I've never seen anything like that before in my life.
It's a Samsung. No,
Samsung.
a Samsung.
What was I? I was about to look something up. I don't remember what it was.
What was I saying?
Whatever.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't be that important.
Paul Goldblatt, the nicest guy you'll ever meet. He did all the special effects on this,
Right.
and he was amazing. Like, he came up with the poop on the toilets and the I mentioned in our interview, he made a wax head for me to smash in that I couldn't quite smash in, and that's how good he was. But yeah, he did a lot of makeup and special effects and such. And did you catch that? Did you catch that at all?
Sorry, no, I was taking a drink.
That was her with the girl in the beginning.
Oh.
So yeah. So it was a picture, is a picture that you printed out like from Rite Aid or whatever.
I was gonna say back then, what would you like?
Yeah, it was her and Gina. Gina was her character's name. And we'll see how upset she gets about that later, but I'm not gonna say anything else. Tube steak. You could give her the tube steak.
Give her the old tube steak. It wouldn't be a classic, like. What would you consider this? Like a slasher horror movie? Like what? Like
Oh,
what was
absolutely.
Yeah, I would.
Absolutely.
That's what I would say. It wouldn't be a classic people go in the woods camping slasher without like some sex and references and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I'm expecting lots of that.
No, there is a lot of it. There is a lot of it. One of my favorite things is they talk about they go into the cabin that they're heading towards right now, and I'll talk about that when we get there, because
Let it roll. I'm loving this. This is definitely 2000s.
Yeah,
music.
The music was done by a friend of Frankie's. I don't remember his name, and of course I could look it up in the credits, but
it's awesome.
But yeah, he's very good. He did the turkey and the straw thing, and yeah, and this barn is where a lot of the magic happened. This was a lot of fun. and there was right there that thing was so dilapidated. I thought I was gonna fall through it on the ground floor. Yeah.
Also, I just want to go ahead and point this out really, really quick, Eric. This movie has a 4.3 out of 5 on Amazon. Just want
Oh,
to throw that out
nice.
there.
Hey, I made the mistake of reading the comments that some people had right
Oh,
after it was released. Yeah,
people are silly.
I should not have done that because they attacked me for my physical appearance. Let's just say that.
Well, people are stupid.
Yeah.
So, and then we can attack them for their physical appearance because you're a very attractive, beautiful man, and you were back
Oh,
then, and you are now.
why?
So,
Thank you.
I'm not saying that I wouldn't take Bobby Shaw Carver out to a nice seafood dinner and call him the next day, but
Yeah, yeah.
I would.
Like
I didn't know
Dorothy
you back then,
Mantooth.
but if I did, you know.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a
No.
very right off the bat. Good Lord, this whole
Yeah.
barn, this whole thing.
But it was so cool. Like the atmosphere was awesome, and it was very, very haunted. Very, very haunted. And it was just, it was a good place to film a horror movie. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah.
We were
But
mentioning music earlier. I just wanted to look it up really quick. Shout outs to Christian Sheshniak. I'm so sorry I'm butchering that. I don't have time to look it up. But
it's
Christian
it's your Canadian accent.
Sheshniak,
So
Shez, whatever the hell. Shout outs because there's some really awesome music so far. I'm loving it.
yeah, that's Christian. That's who that
Yes.
was.
So they're looking around this barn. Interesting.
So they're
So yeah,
just
so
like
are they actually
getting
living in
all.
this barn? Is that like actually what's going
Yes,
on? Okay.
yes. This is the base of operation for the Carver brothers right here. That was one of the catering things that we used for that she was taking out. Look, yeah,
Oh,
like 8mm movies. So
nothing like finding some antique millimeter movies
now that they
in the
found these, I can
barn.
say this. Kristen says, yeah, there's still a good chance of boob in the movie. So yeah, you'll see. This was actually the movies that they're about to watch was filmed separately from the main movie. Obviously, we had different call dates and everything, but I actually had a lot more fun doing those than the main ones because it was different, you know?
Classic male on male violence there. Gotta
Yeah.
nothing like some
My
alpha
dick's
male
bigger,
shit going
bro.
on. Bro, like, don't even, bro. I'll punch you in the face, bro.
Yeah, I got more girth than you, bro. Barrowin.
Yo, real talk, Eric? Would you actually want to watch one of these, like for real, if
Yes.
you were in the same situation? See, I wouldn't. I'd be like,
Yes.
no, we're going. Let's get out of here.
Well, I mean, yes, I would. Absolutely, no question. But would I want to watch it in somebody else's house like this?
Yeah. Also,
No.
was she just smoking a cigar or a blunt?
They're smoking a cigar.
Okay, interesting. I don't know why that was interesting to me off the bat.
She's
but-
got a huge ass cigar in her mouth, like
Yeah.
she's Bill
Okay,
Clinton
so
or something.
so the movies are coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these are full on. These are exactly what I think they are, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Snuff films. That is Leslie Valenza, and I had the hugest crush on her. She was the main actress in The Eighth Plague, and she was just so nice to me, and like she and I talked a lot, and it was a lot of fun talking to her, and I just I really liked her. Yeah.
So they're literally watching a snuff film, and I have to say, dude,
Mhm.
first off, I understand why you had fun with it because like it looks like this would be fun, but the
Yeah.
atmosphere of the music going on, the fact that we keep hearing this song, is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. Actually,
Just
legit
whole
had
atmosphere.
Turkey in the Straw on my iPod for a long time.
I
And
might
that's
try and find it after this because
that is Mr. Paul Goldblatt, who I was just talking about, and fettuccine marinara. Yeah. But yeah, he's an outstanding human being. So
does
it's
he
like,
just offer her a piece of an apple while watching a snuff film like it's not that big of a deal?
yeah, and then
But they
Brian
think-
comes in with the
Yeah.
She's about to take her top off. Let's go.
Because they don't think this is real.
So this scene, I kind of messed up on when we first filmed it. It doesn't come across in film whatsoever. But poor Savannah, she
we have boobage.
yeah, she was completely
taking
nude.
A picture. Come on.
Yeah, it's the disposable cameras.
We have some sex happening. Like I said, at some point, come on, you gotta have sex in the woods.
She was absolutely nude the whole time, just during this whole scene. And this scene right here, she had to fall on a thing.
Ow! Oh, jeez!
And I messed it up the first time.
So she had to do it again.
Yeah, she had to do it again. I felt really bad, but
now Bobby
fun.
Shaw is the dude's unconscious, I assume, and now he is just.
I'm not gonna lie, this was like a highlight of my day right here.
Oh my God, Lord! The saw to the face or forehead.
I'm just talking about the naked chick, but yes, saw forehead. Yeah. So the spot in this is that I throw out this crowbar and I catch him in the eye and I drag him back.
Good Lord.
Bobby Shaw does not play.
And now they're realizing this is real.
And
oh, jeez.
This was yeah, I didn't have any problem killing him because he was rebel scum anyway, so because he had the tattoo. I think his name was Steve. His name was Steve.
He cutting his mouth open more?
Yeah,
is that what's
just
cutting off the bottom of his head
via his mouth? Isn't that what everybody does?
Yeah, and now they're realizing, oh shit, this is real. What the hell?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the background, of course, we got to get the shots of the naked woman. I get it.
We had to get our money's worth with Savannah.
Well, yeah, I get it.
Great gal. Great gal.
Yeah.
Great
gal. Absolutely. Everyone's awesome.
Smoking body. What? So if you notice, her backpack has the same spider carcass thing on it.
Yes. And they're still watching it. But the classier of all of them decide to leave, of course. Yeah,
of course. And I like what Ursula's character says here. She says it's
romantic comedies. Get the fuck
it's
out of
cathartic. And that's the way I think of horror movies too. You know, like therapeutic.
Totally like. It's the same for me, honestly. It's
a good escape.
Has become that for me. Absolutely, it's become the same thing for me now.
We deal with so much shit in our lives that's just like horror-esque anyway, that we need an escape. And I'd rather watch somebody tear somebody apart like Bobby Shaw does versus watching the horrors that are going on in everyday life. But again, we won't get into that.
Yeah, we'll get into the philosophies of things, but at the same time, at the end of the day, we love that. That's something that as time goes on, I'm loving more and more about horror is I'm able to take all that dark energy and use it for something productive.
Yep.
Or creative, which is always fun. They're low budget.
See, Brian here is a little bit of a scaredy cat.
Well,
he's an over warrior.
I would be him in this situation. So.
Me too, absolutely, because I'm an over warrior as well. So yeah, but it fits. And like I said, Neil Kubuth was awesome, but it kind of fits his personality too. From what I experienced of it, he was a good guy, but it was just the parallel between Brian and him was not very far off.
I also love how the classic "Hear Something Outside."
Yep.
I'm all in on this. I'm just enjoying the hell out of this movie so far, to be honest with you. This is great. I actually really enjoyed this.
I really, really love that.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm here talking with you. I'm really I'm all in on it.
No, I wouldn't expect you to say something like that unless you meant it.
I'd be honest with you too, but that's...
No.
Listen, as a journalist, I'm not a journalist.
As a man on the street.
As a man on the street talking to people. Yeah. So now they're leaving after hearing a noise in the woods, but
But Brian has to go pee pee.
For those of you who maybe missed it, is she going to take a picture of him peeing? Come on. I don't
Yeah,
like her.
she's pretentious. But again, Kristen was fun. Rachel, not so much.
So for those of you who missed it, my guy did he did grab a one of the films. So
Yep.
just throwing that out there.
He was a klepto. And that was
Oh.
actually pee this time, so I don't know if they sat back there and watched him, like, filmed him
Actually
pee.
pee.
Now, interesting thing, this is the backyard of that farmhouse that I was talking about. And it had this huge fountain that was really awesome. I don't know, the whole property just had this great atmosphere to it, and it was like it had crumbling buildings and all sorts of stuff. Like, I don't know. I would love to go back there. Yeah, see the fountain in the back there?
That's epic.
Yeah. Yeah, I would
What
love
an
to go back
awesome
there and
location.
see if
Holy
that
shit.
stuff was still standing, but I think that would be awkward to just kind of roll up on somebody and be like, "Hey."
So now he's realizing this is where it all. Oh shit.
Yeah, but watch what he finds.
No.
He will find a relic of times past.
What is he gonna find? Oh shit. My guy finds a tooth. He knows that those snuff films took place here, and my guy just found a tooth. Holy shit. He is not pleased. He is startled.
He is not having a good time.
He's not having a good time. I get it.
I love his brother. I love Pete's reaction to him telling him he found a tooth, though. You'll see in just a minute. But yeah, this was obviously pivotal because now Brian's even more worried and nobody believes him. And yeah. That's where he tells him he found a tooth. Well, put it under your pillow.
Yeah, get some money for him, my guy.
And
you'll hear the thunder, all right.
Obviously, it was about to storm because it's so bright out.
Yeah. Man, big shouts again to the music. This is fucking awesome. Really, really well done.
Yeah.
I'm getting
the sound
that
design
feeling.
And the music was awesome.
Yeah.
So this next scene was is this it? Hold on, I don't want to jump ahead of myself for those of you who are watching. No, but yeah, okay, this is it. This was actually a party. I couldn't make it due to different circumstances, but like I had to work late or something like that. I was invited.
No, you were just outside stalking because you're Bobby Shaw Carver. Come on, let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean, and this is probably one of my favorite scenes with David there. He's just, I don't know, he's just so Southern.
He has a presence.
He does.
That I really like.
He does. And it's funny because on screen, he can have any presence that you want. This man is an actor of actors.
Shout out to that brilliant mustache in the background there.
And he keeps looking down the barrel. But
yes,
I don't know if he... But no, David was both. He's an actor of actors. He treads the boards. He does film, all sorts of stuff. But in real life, this man has such a calming presence to him. And I'm honestly thankful for being around him during all this, because he helped me through a lot of stuff. And I wish I had better contact with him now. I still talk to him on Facebook and stuff, but...
Well, shout outs to him, because just already I'm just totally into both the characters of the Carver brothers.
Absolutely. Shout out to David G. Holland.
Totally into it.
David G. Holland is my brother in spirit and on film. Yeah.
just given off of your guys' brief interaction and now how he's interacting with everyone else, I'm like, dude, there's some depth to that.
This song was again written for the movie also. I don't remember that guy's name, but he had some sort of
Look at that mustache. A lot of awesome facial hair happening in this movie.
That's I mean, that's what we put the casting call out for. You must have awesome facial hair. He looks like that guy could be a wrestler.
I don't want any trouble. Just kidding.
Lol.
No. That guy gets knocked the fuck out.
Chris Tucker comes out of nowhere. You got knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, you got knocked the fuck out. Oh, behind every man who just got his ass kicked there is a drunk girl who caused some shit.
Isn't that always the case? What?
No. Shouts to all my drunk girls of the world.
Shout out to all the women of the world, by the way,
folks. I get it.
We love you. You bring life into this earth.
Absolutely.
And
grow up on just people. Got puked it on. That's some good fake puke.
Mm-hmm. I am telling you, Paul is a genius. That guy on the left, the guy on the left is Eric Williford, who was one of the producers of this thing. Nice guy.
Who do you think you are, Tony Danza?
Tony Danza?
That is the best line I've ever heard.
That was the epitome of fame right there.
Who do you think you are, Tony Danza? That was, that's my favorite fucking line of the movie so far.
No, I mean, who else are you going to compare him to?
You are Tony
Danza.
Bro, I'm going to be saying that all
characters. Dude had 3 characters named Tony throughout his whole career.
Yeah. Tony, and Tony. What rage?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I want to introduce a new project Eric and I are doing together. It's going to be Eric playing the role of Eric in the movie Eric. No.
Yep.
He's going to be playing Eric the Red.
Eric in a movie called Eric in Eric.
The story of Eric the Red.
So, okay. This little outhouse was in a garage. A car garage.
Good. What is with all the shit in this movie? What is going on?
That's where the Nutella and the coffee grounds came from, right there.
That's a bit excessive.
So if you get the DVD, which, by the way, if anybody buys a DVD of this, I will sign it and send it back to you. But anyway, so in the extras of the DVD, somebody actually plucks some off of there and eats it. I just thought that was awesome.
That's great. Oh, yeah, of course.
And but this was a 4-sided box, for lack of a better term, where we could take the walls down one by one, get our shots, put it back up, put the next wall down. It was
like, what even? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, what?
Mealworms.
That's some good fake poop.
Mealworms. Anyway, I thought they were supposed to be maggots, but they're mealworms. Anyway, so there's a very cramped area that Johnny had to work through, and he nailed it, obviously, because he is who he is. But and I bring that to preface something that's about to come up, and this next scene with Johnny was what we thought would put us on the map, and it kind of did in a way, in a cult fashion.
Okay. The atmosphere of everything that's going on, even with
that
him,
was
just
not the
outhouse.
Just FYI, that was not the outhouse.
My guy is sitting on that, seriously. Also, this is the real horror of this movie.
I know.
There's all these terrible toilets that are like totally fucked up, and then
none of them have any toilet paper.
After.
We're gonna have to talk about the janitorial part of this after, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. No. Okay, so this is the scene you're talking about. So my guy is.
Yeah, so he hears a noise, and he thinks it's Brian because he came up from under the stall in the thing. Dude's seriously sitting on that toilet.
He's sitting
and,
on like just literal shit. Like,
yeah, yeah. I mean, he wiped it down. Like again, if you get the DVD, it's got the deleted scenes and it shows him wiping it down, but it's still not enough to. Yeah, cocksucker.
nothing like this. Well played, cocksucker.
And you can see outside that window, we were in a garage.
Oh, whatever.
But no. I point that out because
Cockroach. I think.
those cockroaches were the best part of the cast right there. They were pretty cool.
Oh shit!
Literally.
Literal.
So I handcuff him, right?
Handcuffed.
I'm all into that sort of stuff. Yeah, Johnny.
Aha.
What?
No. No.
Yep. Just watch.
Oh,
that was salsa.
My guy just got shit dumped on him from the toilet. Also, I love how that wasn't even attached to any plumbing or anything.
No, it wasn't. It was just kind of just sitting there. And that was salsa that was dumped on him. So yeah, this I'm just gonna let this play out.
I see pliers and genitals. No. What the no. No. Oh, jeez. What the fuck?
Oh, it's not over yet.
No. The head nod.
That wasn't even a direction. I just did it.
Oh, no. No. Oh, come on. What? No.
The fact that it ended up on the mirror was my favorite part.
Oh, my balls hurt. Oh.
Yeah, that's what we were hoping everybody would talk about. And
dude,
on the map.
What the hell was that?
Me busting Johnny's nut.
Haha. Dude. Oh, that was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever seen in my life. Exactly. Actually, that might be the most uncomfortable thing I've ever seen in my life.
That's what we wanted everybody to feel. So.
And you succeeded. But also, your nuanced acting in that was amazing. That nod.
All about subtlety. You know I'm all about subtlety.
He realizes, oh, this man's about to literally cut my nuts open and then pop them. Or pop one, I should say.
Yeah.
That was, oh my good Lord, that was uncomfortable. But like, I'm not really a huge fan of gore horror and body horror. I've talked about that before on the show, but like I can appreciate the art behind it. And that was uncomfortable to watch.
I'm getting less and less like into body-based horror. Like I just there are a couple things that came up on a couple movies that I've been watching, and I'm just like, no, we don't like that whatsoever.
Well, I didn't like that scene at all. I mean, let me rephrase that. I liked that scene because that was just. But yeah,
yeah, no, I get it, and that is exactly the reaction we were looking for. Was like your Steve Carell on Bruce Almighty.
Yeah, no, don't like that at all. No. I understand why you guys would think like, yeah, that's gonna be. And I've seen people mention that scene before.
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure what they were talking about, but I was like, at some point, does he rip
and
someone's
now
nuts off? Yeah.
I had to fondle Johnny's nuts. No,
well,
that. No, but it was prosthetic. He was wearing a dance belt, but again, Paul Goldblatt, shout out to him for making a pretty accurate cock and balls.
Yeah, awesome job on the cock and balls, buddy.
Yeah,
stellar stuff.
He was amazing, and as I've mentioned before, an amazing human being.
Yes, and everything, all the like everything so far, visual, like effects wise, and everything has been incredible. All props, everything has been great. That shot with the hacksaw, or not hacksaw. What do you call those things? The type of saw it is. You guys know what I'm talking about. The saw, a normal wood saw.
Yeah, the hand
crosscut saw, whatever the hell you call them. That into the face, forehead. That was awesome.
Funny thing is, I took a plane trip up to see him. I'd worked with him on the Eighth Plague very, very briefly, and I took a plane trip up. He lived in Connecticut, and I took a day trip up to see him to get my face casted for a couple things. So that was interesting because I had to have the straw in my mouth, and he had to do the whole face, and yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I don't know how I would feel about that.
It was very claustrophobic.
Yeah,
I'm not
I
gonna
don't know if I'd
lie.
be able to do that.
But I powered through it because this is a passion of mine. I've always wanted to do horror movies, so I was just like, you know what, you do it or you don't, and you'll
Yeah,
find
what
that
else
with
do you have going on?
right. Be like, can you babysit my friend?
So now he's going to try and find his buddy. Is that what
Yeah.
I gathered from
This
this?
is not me, by the way. This was not me. I'm not sure who it is.
That's a pretty, for the most part, that's a pretty accurate double.
Yeah.
A little like doesn't quite have the same imposing figure, but a little.
No. It was
bit.
all about camera angles because they could, I think it was Frankie that did that. I can't
Right.
remember.
Still
yeah.
looks stellar.
Mm-hmm.
Dragging the body.
Yeah.
As my guy busted a nut. Lol.
So yeah, the brothers coming in, checking things out.
Looking for their buddy who is missing. If they find his nut on the ground or something, I'm gonna lose it.
Well, they're not in the outhouse. So
yes, no, yeah, that's not what I got.
Right. They're in the shack again.
That'd be kind of funny though. Like, what's this?
Yeah, like, oh, what's this white sticky stuff all over this
weird
mirror?
Good lord. We are watching a rated R horror movie, folks. So we're gonna.
Yeah, I don't think it's even rated R. I think it's just like
I just assumed
rated.
it was.
This one's not rated. The one that doesn't have the ball scene, that's rated R. This one's not rated.
Well, I can understand why it's not. Yeah,
it's where I make the magic happen with my splicing of film. I edit my own film, of course, as usual.
Oh yeah, any good snuff film creator, I guess, content creator, if you will.
Onlyfans.com/Bobby Shaw.
Yeah. I'm not saying that wouldn't do really well, but I'm also not saying that it would do really well. Just wear the overalls and nothing else.
Yes. That's what everybody wants to see, a fat, hairy guy in overalls.
If they did,
Bray Wyatt got over in the WWE.
Aha. Rest in
peace. Yeah.
The man.
He was awesome.
So now they're rummaging through. That was a sick guitar sound.
The whole point of this was for them to take back the reel that Brian stole because he's a klepto. But yeah. That's shot right there where it's got Matt looking at the reel there. That was on the DVD, on the back of the physical DVD, and I always thought that was a good choice. There's my big bald head.
Shit.
To say that it was hard, there was nothing really in that body bag that was like it obviously wasn't a human pagan wallaby right there. That little white thing on the corner that's going away. But yeah, anyway, that shows up a couple times. But anyway, to say that that bringing up that body bag with even just like, I think it was a mannequin or something, I can't even remember. It was rough.
Now Bobby's
it was really awkward.
Oh man. Just finds a chocolate bar on the ground, eats some of it. Totally what a sane person would do.
Yeah, totally.
Well,
there was actually
someone's in
donuts,
space,
little chocolate covered donuts.
Oh hell yeah!
But it was supposed to be a chocolate bar, and I had to carry that fucking body bag, doing all that, going down on one knee, getting back up, and yeah.
So it was a process. You said there was a mannequin.
It was. There was something in it. I can't remember. I think it was just like maybe it was pillows. I don't know. It was just awkward. It was awkward, and it wasn't the easiest thing I've ever had. You
struggled for the art. Just say. Let's just say.
And like I said, at this point, I was not into physical fitness really. So
Listen, I've always been into fitness. Fitness pizza in
there's
my
pizza
mouth.
in my
So,
mouth. Yeah.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Like I
So
wanted some
this
Mentos.
part, so this is the same staircase that they came up in reality.
Right.
This basement was not connected to what the staircase that they just went down whatsoever. So it's just the magic of the movies right there.
Sometimes you have to overthink stuff too, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm hoping I'm not taking anybody out by pointing
No,
that
no,
out.
not
But
at
yeah,
all.
it
Interesting
was
facts.
genius. It was genius cut, you know.
So now they're realizing how just look at that shot. Just like as you're walking, like you're just doing stuff. Are we gonna see you put the mask on?
Just over my head like that.
What
And
a
then when I
fucking
reach the bottom
shot.
of the stairs, I do kind of slink it over my head. And you get the whole experience right there.
Dude.
I know they're in there at this point. Bye. Bye, bitches.
Dude, what a fucking scene. Just you come down and it's like the difference between Bobby Shaw and Bobby Shaw Carver to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
There's two separate characters there.
Absolutely.
Without the
One is
mask, he's just Bobby Shaw. Kind
yeah,
of looking around, just kind of like, oh, you know,
very
almost
innocent, honestly.
innocent, unsure.
Yeah.
Second that fucking mask goes on, then the goggles are down.
Yep.
All bets
Forget
are
it.
off.
Forget it.
Oh, more sounds in the woods.
So if you look really close, you can see cars going by in a couple scenes, like in the background. Because we like where we were filming was right by a main road. Couldn't help that, whatever.
Yeah, I think I see some lights going,
Yeah,
but
right
it's
there, right there.
again, it's just a fun little, it's a fun little thing.
Yeah, yeah. But they're supposed to be, out in the middle of the woods. I just thought that was funny. We joked
Out
about
there
that
in them
after
woods now. Be careful
we
out in them there woods.
we all actually joked about that at the end. When we were watching it.
Ha! Nothing like a drunk
She
girl
just flipped her off too.
being silly.
Mhm.
Just
How
being
dare
silly.
you be like sensical?
Now my girl's gonna go read her book and let the drunk girl off on her own to totally
I have
not be
this
murdered.
I have this guy on my Facebook fan page that is completely obsessed with Kristen Green. So
Well, shouts to him.
well, yeah. We've had some interesting conversations. And I'm just like, dude, Kristen's cool. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, maybe we'll dive into that another time here on the Hodder Show.
Yeah.
So back trapped in this, dude, the atmosphere, like I'm like actually like concerned for them at this point.
Yeah. And this basement was amazing. Like I said that at the beginning, but this basement was amazing. Like that is not set dressing on the back of Neil's head there. That was stone. That was literally the basement.
This was like the casting in this is great and everything, but also like this what do they call it? The scene locating or whatever that term is.
Location
Like
scouting. Location
this
scouting.
whole scouting, yes, right, thank you. This was literally like it's like this whole building, the barn, everything was made for this movie.
That pipe that Matt's holding there, that's a not Neil. That's a Paul Goldblatt original as well.
Ooh. So what's it
So
made out of?
styrofoam and a dowling rod.
But he dropped it and it made a really realistic metal noise. I like that.
Yeah,
Little things like that.
So
That's cool.
this, and that's Gina.
Oh shit, that's a head.
Yeah, that's her head. That's the girl in the beginning that I chopped the head off with the handsaw. This was like literally just a panel. This garage door. It was not part of the basement whatsoever. I don't even remember how we got it in there. What
That sounded like
exactly were you
a
all
Walker sound effect
stating?
from Star Wars. That was cool, though. I'm out of breath from that, too. Jeez.
What exactly were you all stating? It's probably one of my favorite lines in this.
There's been some really funny one-liners in this.
Yeah, man.
Who do you think you are, Tony Danza?
The director / writer was very talented at what he did. Like he sprinkled in comedy to his. See, again, more cars in the background. Yeah, see,
and like actually funny comedy. Like it's not like a forced one-liner where everyone's like,
no.
It's actually
It's like, you know how the Evil Dead, the first one was not meant to be funny, but it turned out to be funny anyway. And then they went and redid the same movie with Evil Dead 2. That was a real fountain on the grounds as well. That's a different fountain. That was actually out in front of the house. So they had 2 fountains. But anyway, but yeah, there's the barn that I keep going on and on about.
Bam! I just legit got a jump scare there. I did not see that coming. Yo, what? It's, by the way, my girl just took a hammer shot to the face and is still like,
oh, she's
pretty tough, bro.
Yeah. This is very physically demanding, honestly, and emotionally, because I had to just go places that I never thought I would ever go to. So
we discussed that a little bit too when you were on the show before. We kind of dove into that a bit, but we'll definitely talk about that a little later on here. But I get it. Like, just it's a very dark place you have to go to be like, oh, I'm gonna smack this person who's very nice to me normally in the face with a hammer.
Yeah, like that's why I kind of hated getting along with everybody.
I wish you were all assholes. Like... So she's trying to make sure that he can't get in, but then also now she can't get out.
Yeah.
She's holding a pitchfork. That's rule number 1. Find a weapon.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. I hate that so much. I stepped on a big nail like that once when I was younger. So like, that's why
really when I was younger, I had a nail go right through my foot. So that was fun. And here's me. Bang. From? Oh, you don't want to know. I came in through the back door. Funny thing about this nail, that was actually the hardest thing I had to do on this whole thing. This whole thing. I could not get it out of that wood. So I had to have somebody come in and do it for me.
These are the reasons why we're doing this right here. Behind the scenes, it's.
But you see how tight that shot is.
Yeah, that's
it's
tight,
not
man.
Me.
But yeah, that nail's in there too, bro.
It was. Oh my! And it was rusted.
Well, you probably softened it up. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I totally did. I moved it out a little bit.
So he's pulling the nail out of the wood that she stepped on.
Look, he had to break the board.
Yeah.
I mean,
it was
crazy. It was crazy. Like I was so frustrated at that nail. So frustrated. It's like,
she's trying to crawl away.
This was actually one of my favorite spots to do. Honestly, Kristen was so accommodating. She was so great. She was great to work with. She really was. So I don't know if you figured it out yet, but my goggles are actually cameras.
No. That answers so many questions. Okay, I was going to ask you about that later, but so now
there's still things.
Oh, this is a clip I saw.
Yeah. She was so good at this, and she helped me. You know, everybody knew it was my first acting gig, and she helped me nail this. She was very, and no pun intended.
Ha ha! Come on, that was on purpose. Yo, my guy's putting it. No, don't. Oh, jeez.
Be like, thanks for helping me.
He's nailing her. Come on.
Yeah. First, I got her hammered, and then I nailed her.
Well, now he's pulling out the nail. Oh, that is uncomfy.
That's pork, by the way.
That's pork, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now he's okay. I
And
could
then I
see that.
forked
Okay,
her.
yeah, yeah. Oh, come on, Jesus, come on. That's just
First,
not
I had to.
funny.
No,
That's
come on,
actually
come on.
hilarious.
It was a little. It's
That's
a little
hilarious. I
bit
love it. I love every second of
funny.
what you just said.
Sorry, I know I have to keep it under 5 seconds if I'm going to do a song. So,
Lol. Copyright's a fun thing, which is why we want to remind everybody we're watching a DVD version of this, just the two of us, which we're not going to share with anybody.
Nope.
Just throwing it out there. But if you want a special link, let me know. I'll let you know. I didn't say anything.
Nope.
Now they're jacking up this door.
So if you
gotta
play
get outta
this
here.
backwards, you'll actually get that. No. Like a Sabbath record or something.
It's doing it. Play that backwards, folks, and you'll get a link. No.
So the day that they had to do some reshoots, I brought my buddy Brian along with me, and because he wanted to be on a movie set, why not? And
You said too damn bad. No.
No, I did. And he actually got involved, and I'll show you exactly where. Because he's just always wanted to go into movies, and he never did. Right
God.
there, that is Brian's arm. So that's not
Rule number 1, horror. Never ever say something's going to be okay or everything's going to be okay. Especially when Bobby Shaw Carver's wandering around nailing chicks.
after he gets him hammered. I've always had a problem with this scene, and it's not anything that we could have helped, but day for night shots always get me. And you can see that it's in the middle of the freaking day. But again, I'm not trying to disparage anybody's choices, like the director,
absolutely.
or
I get what you're saying,
or the, anything. But yeah, day for night shots have always bothered me.
It does kind of take you out of it, and you're like, oh, like, but when you're dealing with a lower budgeted film, obviously there's some stuff
we
you
had
can't
to make
help.
sacrifices.
Okay, so she's opening the body bag. What's she gonna see? What's she gonna see?
A body.
I hope so. Shit.
It's the sheriff.
Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, I wish we would have watched him kill him, though. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't like that guy.
I had enough of his shit.
The stop.
Because I hear something.
Oh shit. Shut the fuck up.
Listen, you bitch. I'll come back to you in a second.
Bro, dude, your little twist in the there. Get out of here. That was awesome. Yeah, let's just yell while we're in a murderer's house. That's a good idea.
Right?
Dummies.
And they had to have known I was still there. At least.
Yeah, like, come on. What are you doing?
Oh, save me, please. Woo-hoo. Anyway.
I do like that she's the one doing the saving. I do like that because usually wouldn't it usually be reversed? Isn't that kind of the?
She is a very strong female character.
Oh no, he's gonna nail her right in the head, isn't he? Right in the forehead.
Just watch it and plank.
Oh,
dude, that cut was so good.
It was.
I've always been impressed by that. And what we had to do was I had to make the hammer react in a way where I wasn't hurting Kristen's head, obviously.
But we asked how the hell you did that.
We cut the nail down, shot it, and then we cut it down again and shot it. And like this whole time I'm on top of Kristen. And I'm just like,
hey,
we got very close in that scene.
Yeah.
She and I bonded over being nailed.
Well, and hammered. Cheers to that.
Yeah, we got hammered.
Got hammered and then nailed.
Yeah.
And then forehead nailed?
Yeah, forehead.
Something
I
like
nailed
that.
her in the forehead. What can I say?
I did like that kill. That was great. There's some really classic, like unique kills in this, dude.
That was one of my favorite ones. And
shit.
Oh, hey, I see you.
He's like, oh, hey there.
Hey guys. What's up?
Hey guys, it's Bobby Shaw Carver. What's going on? Well, actually,
Hey
right now he's just
guys.
Bobby Shaw because the mask's not on.
Yeah,
That's the
but he's
differentiate
just
I'm
like
making in my mind.
these people are all up in my house.
This is just a movie about a man standing his ground and defending his property. Let's be
Yep.
honest. Like what?
Yep.
There's nothing wrong
These
with
kids
this.
came in, they were supposed to grab some sacks. They were supposed to grab my brother's sack and leave. But they fucked around and they found out.
Yeah. Listen, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out, and these people are finding out.
It's
But-
the golden
Whoa.
ratio.
Yeah, something
And
like that.
Ursula all up in your face.
Just boom, she's right there. That was like almost
It's
like a
like-
half jump scare, but not from Bobby
Right.
Shaw. I like it. But what's funny is I was just mentioning a minute ago, I want to go back for a sec. The fact that when I think of like slasher films, classic slasher film villains,
Uh-huh.
I think of like super unique kills. Welcome to Prime Time, bitch comes to mind.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everything Jason's done.
How
Hodder,
sweet,
shut ups.
fresh meat, stuff
Yeah.
like I get
But
you.
like the fact that there has been some really unique, just disturbing kills in this, but
Yeah.
also just fun ones. Like, I mean, obviously the nailing on the forehead, that whole fun trope thing, but then like, the whole ball thing and just him like getting some just good, solid kills is like very cool. Oh shit.
Yep.
See him in the back. I just think that's
There
awesome.
was an awkward slope there where I was standing and I was just like, I was having a hard time getting up and down. Again, it suffering from my art and stuff, because this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, but it was demanding. It was very demanding.
He's like, I just want to ride. Is that you also suffering for your art when you fell over when the truck pulled away?
That is not me.
Oh, okay.
that was my
double.
That was my stunt man.
That was my stunt man.
What was a stunt man?
Oh, here we go.
Now this scene made me love Ursula that much more, because she took this bump. She took this bump in a truck that was not crash test rated, I'm sure. Yeah,
Jeez.
but no, she took that bump like a champ.
Yeah,
and,
man, Bobby Shaw just got fucked up.
And yeah, obviously we used a dummy for that, but it was still.
I was gonna say, it's really suffering for your art there, Eric.
Yeah, no, I got smashed in between two cars. I'm actually dead right now. So
yeah, I'm actually not alive anymore.
Yeah. No, they hired this guy for a couple shots for stunts and stuff like that, and he kept to himself a lot.
Which I would too if I was him. If I was the stunt double for a serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh man, Bobby Shaw's got all messed up.
He's got all messed up.
He got all messed up. That's no good. Bob, you okay, Bobby?
Bobby, damn it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. Okay.
Damn it, Bobby. Where's my propane?
I want someone to now Photoshop.
I don't know you. This is my purse.
Ooh.
Flunk.
Jeez.
He got flunked.
He got fucked up.
It was so cold that day. Like, I don't know if you could tell.
You can tell by the breath.
But yeah, I forgot to bring a jacket. And it was not fun. I was in my overalls and my shirt, and I was just like freezing my ass off.
Yeah, that wasn't actually him.
Oh,
Obviously.
Hey, look at that. Shocker!
Yeah, it's very apparent that it wasn't you, but that's okay.
Yeah, poor Johnny. He actually had to take that bump with the two cars, and
R.I.P. my guy.
yeah. Big ups. And now comes my first of two speaking lines. He's just my stunt man.
What the fuck just happened? Okay, hang on a minute. Okay, everybody pause. 1, 2, 3, pause. Pause. Why isn't it pausing? What the fuck just happened? 1, 2, 3, pause. Okay.
It's still not paused.
How is it not paused? It's not paused for you?
I don't know. It's not. Maybe it's okay. Now it's paused. Oh, that's weird.
Just took a second. Anyway, okay, all right, okay, okay. What the fuck just happened?
All right.
You had.
So let's break it down here.
I'm so confused. By the way, folks, we are at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 47 seconds. Just throwing it out there just for the timestamp. And we'll give it to you again before we jump in. But so we hear Bobby speak for the first time in a killer one-liner.
Yeah.
And then he pulls out a gun and shoots her.
Yeah.
What the hell just happened? That was like a complete 180 for the character. What the hell just happened?
So yeah, well, that was the sheriff's gun, first off.
Okay.
And secondly, it was just kind of a way to subdue her.
Sure.
Quickly. Okay. Because I didn't want to deal with it. And, because obviously I'm still Bobby. Because I had the mask off. So I didn't want to have to subdue her in any kind of convoluted way. Also, well, you'll see another reason why I did that later. But I just wanted to subdue her. I didn't want to kill her. And that was the quickest way to do that.
How much did you love that one-liner?
I loved it. I wish I could redo it, like voice-wise. But yeah, it was so much fun to be speaking on film, dude. That was a dream come true. Honestly.
Go out about here. That's just my stunt double. You just pull out a gun and shoot. I was just so not expecting that. I was like, I need to pause and ask about this. Holy shit.
It was a little offhand, yeah.
But like, I get it. But like, okay, now I'm sorry, folks. I just like that like shook me to my very core. I was like, what the hell just happened?
It still confuses me today.
It's a little confusing, so, but like,
yeah,
I'm still all in on it. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to press play again here. So, Eric, looks like there might be a second or two delay between us, but we will press play. So, here we go, folks. Again, for a timestamp for you folks watching along at home, we are at 1 hour, 14 minutes, and 47 seconds. So, I'm actually shocked we got this far without me having to pause because just my mind was blown that much. But that's also how much I've been enjoying this movie. I just want to keep watching it. All right. Again, 1 hour, 14 minutes, 47 seconds. We will jump here again in 3, 2, 1, play. So you should be at 1 hour, 14 minutes, 55 seconds as of right now.
Okay, yeah, there's literally like a 10-second gap between us, so it's okay. We've got the Hoskins boys all up in the basement still. I always thought I was here for this exchange, and I always thought this was kind of a sweet moment between them. Because I have a younger brother myself, and it was just one of those things where, yeah, that's about how I'd deal with it too. Give him a cigarette, we've accepted our fate, whatever.
Yeah, same here. I'd be like, we're screwed, dude. It's whatever. Bobby Shaw's out there just shooting people. Like we're screwed now. Bobby Shaw's had it. He's just shooting people now.
He's got a gun.
He got a gun.
Bobby
the
Shaw
medicine
Carver,
key in the lock.
Everybody run. Bobby Shaw Carver.
Bobby's got a gun. Bobby's got a gun. By the way, I want someone to.
What?
I'll tell you what. I want someone to Photoshop the Carver mask onto Bobby Hill now. Oh God, here we go.
This is one of my favorite sequences right here. This was a lot of fun to do. I do my own stunts, so.
Oh shit. Oh shit, he's got a oof.
Funk. So he just grabbed a wood chip.
I was gonna say, was he just stabbing him with a drywall knife? Is that what that
Yes.
was?
Yeah.
That's
That
awesome.
was
I don't know
my
why, but
my.
that's
So that went into my eye technically. That's why I had to have the face casting.
yeah. More
And
lines. You will not
yeah.
be a hero.
Yep.
Oh,
So that kind of reveals why I didn't want to kill Ursula's character.
oh shit.
So the cool thing about this is when I would move my eye with the prosthetic over, it would actually move.
That's sick.
So it was pretty neat. I just kicked that drywall knife right into his
Oh,
knee.
you ain't escaping from Bobby Shaw. Also, this is just Bobby Shaw.
Yeah, yeah. But he's had enough of their shit.
Oh, he's had it. He's had it.
So this was cool. Like you can probably tell that Neil was helping me a lot with that because he wasn't
Dragging him
heavy,
away.
but it's still a lot to drag a person.
Well, yeah, you're
across the
dragging another
floor.
human being. And he's hooking him up to the dead body there.
Yeah.
Drops the pipe. He ain't worried about you, boy. He don't give a shit. Pick up your little pipe and try and hit me with it.
I'm coming in with the Triple H sledgehammer for you, WWE.
Oh, God, here we go. It's time to play the game.
Time to play the game. So, yeah, so now she's tied up. She's in a little baby doll dress.
Oh, shit. I think I have an idea where this is going, but I'm not going to say anything, so I'm really excited to see if I'm right. As far as how he's justifying all this in his mind and stuff. Like, man, this is really well written, dude. This is I'm actually really enjoying
I
this.
agree. Frankie was very good. Oh, he still might be very good. I don't know. We lost contact, honestly. But he was very good at what he did.
So she's tied to that chair, dress. Who's going to save her?
Wouldn't you like to know? Find out next time on the Hodder Show. No, I'm just kidding.
We're going to wrap it up here, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Climax of the movie.
It's very surreal. Like I have to have the sound muted on my end. So it's kind of surreal watching all this with no sound, but like I said, it's burned into my memory. So,
And the yell and everything.
I don't mean that in a bad way whatsoever.
I know what you mean, yeah.
I have to show it to everybody, you know? Like, this
would.
is a thing I did.
Bro, every Halloween, I would just dress up as if I was you, every Halloween I'd be Bobby Shaw Carver.
You know, if I still had the mask, I totally would.
I would get a mask made. And I would just be like, listen, everybody, y'all know me. Like, yeah, man, I'd be using that. I'd like contact the director and the creator, be like, yo, man, like, let's have some fun. Come on. Let's do something.
My goal is to one day show up at like conventions and be like that guy that some people know. Yeah.
Because there are, as we're going to hear at the end of this, folks, like there are some, a couple at least that went out of their way to contact me that are very dedicated fans of you and this movie. Like, and they love it.
That means so much to me.
And I mean, I am now too, because this is, I'm all in.
So the thing with the blade in the middle, I don't know if you caught that, but it had a wood handle and it just had a blade, and we called it the kill stick.
The kill stick.
The kill stick. Okay, so this here,
stakes are loaded. Stakes are high. Everyone's all
high.
Fucked up and chained up and everything.
Yeah. So it was fun dealing with these little nuances and stuff. This is the first time I've ever actually had to work a record player. So yeah. But here, this is what I'm going to use on you in just a second. Yeah, think about that. But this was a very tense moment, and like I said, I love Matt Carmody. He's amazing. He's a good guy, but like I hated him so much in this because I don't know. I wanted to get into that mindset of not liking this guy, and this is where that one scene that we talked about previously. This is where Paul Goldblatt made the wax head for her.
Again, that music being pulled into. Oh man, I'm gonna just lay it on this scene.
And I just take it to poor Pete.
Shit.
Like he just gets it.
I can't lay it on that. Come on, man. What are you doing? Oh.
Yeah. So this is where I was in the mindset that I fucking just did not like this guy. And like afterwards I felt bad because I didn't want to not like him, But
you can see in your that bottom half of your face, you're like really giving it. You can see it and feel it.
I had to give it all. Like that was my hero shot right there, That was just like me letting out my anger on the world, when it comes to Pete. And his hand's all fucked up, so he's trying to pull this saw out with like half a hand.
Jeez.
Neil was a very expressive gentleman. And that's actually something I admire about him.
Yeah, I'd be doing the same thing. I'd be like, wow, that hurt.
Ouchies.
Oh, jeez. That really hurt, man. God, Sooks. Now he's going to, what's he trying to do? Is he going to cut? Oh, come on, man. Just accept your death.
I mean, the weirdest thing about this is he puts the foot in his pocket. And no.
That's the weirdest thing about this. Oh, he wasn't allowed to do that. He just put it in his pocket. He was like, all right, Dad, let's go.
All right.
All right.
I'll use this later.
Oh, jeez.
So here I am working on, I'm tenderizing the meat, and it's like lining up my shot here. Bam. And I loved getting sprayed in the face with that thing. That was amazing. That was so cool. Like the freaking blood coming out of the blood cannon was so warm, and it felt so good.
Jeez, look! Oh man!
Yeah, he just stabbed me in the leg, and now he's all like,
"Solid stab." Haha.
Guys, I gotta get out of here, guys. But you're going the wrong way, you dork. I still have one of those boots too. I signed the other one and gave it to one of my best friends.
Just the distortion of the phonograph. That's the money shot right there, bro.
Yeah.
Of who's coming.
Oh, he did. Or at least I really, really hope he's dead. So there were two versions of that shot right there, where she shoots me with the shotgun. The first one, they had to have somebody tie like harnesses to me and pull me back, to make it look like a shotgun hit me. But the next one, they just kind of let me fall back. And yeah,
I mean, I like that one. The looks a little more just sitting with your guts all over his face.
This is where she realizes who the chick is that I sawed the head off of. There was some underlying kind of tension between them, apparently. Not in real life, but in the movie they were
Yeah, in the movie,
partners.
they were
Yeah.
something. They were together or something, weren't they? Or
Yeah, yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. Yeah,
I mean, it's never said outright. That was
but
such a
it's
cool
implied.
shot.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
The phonograph shot after. Holy shit! I didn't see that coming.
The shot where they took the camera through, obviously her prosthetic mouth, that's always kind of blown me away too. That
Yeah,
was pretty cool.
dude. Holy shit.
So we had to go back and reshoot this whole sequence. The original ending is very, very different from what you're about to experience. Well, it's not even the ending yet, but
Just walking away from the carnage. God. Dude, that phonograph thing. Oh man, that's so cool.
yeah.
So simple.
We had a lot of neat stuff that just made the atmosphere of this movie so much better. And that's one thing I really, really appreciate about this is just the atmosphere that we created.
No way.
So yeah. So
Can't take down Bobby Shaw.
the original ending had him just kind of walking out. So we decided to go back and reshoot this part.
Nope. Oh.
Yep. Oh shit. Doe. Schlunk.
Shit. Him trying to speak and he can't because of the blood. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's that was a choice.
Shit.
That was a choice. It really was like I could have just, done this, but yeah. I was trying to say something to him, but
Couldn't because of the
just
internal
couldn't do it.
bleeding, which makes sense. Shit. The whole thing's on film too. Dude.
Pagan Wallaby again. So apparently Neil was telling us about this part. It was cold for him in this too, and you'll see in a couple seconds how, or a few minutes, like a minute, like how it just got colder for him.
So after all the carnage, Bobby Shaw's down, everyone's dead. He's going back to that cabinet.
Is everyone dead though?
My guy is not having a good time.
I just think it's amazing how he could work that with like a fucked up hand.
Yeah, I know, right? That's amazing. He's putting the film in. What's my guy doing?
He's just watching some movies.
Just
some
watching
home movies,
having himself a ciggy.
Mm-hmm. what are you supposed to do after all that? Is smoke? Come on. I love the use of the blood cannon in this.
Yeah. Oof.
Leslie with the keel stick.
I'm not even sure how it's happening anymore. He's
Brian's
applauding
coming
it?
to a realization. I keep forgetting you're like 10 seconds behind me, but yeah, he's coming to a realization. He's like, the first person shots are me, but um, who's doing the third person shots?
There's someone else.
Oh, I wonder who it could be. Sammy the dog. Oh, there he is. Big bro.
Shit.
And
Dude.
he's done. So apparently, when they did the spot with the blood with Neil there, they it got really cold for him. So I mean, it's so fantastic. Yeah. So
Sorry, guys. I'm just like, I'm. Okay.
I was trying to let you live in the moment.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, and
Erik
I will
Fones is Bobby
say,
Shaw Carver.
I will say that the very end song, like throughout the whole, we've been talking about the music, but the very end song was kind of out of place in my in my
Horny camper
opinion,
guy. Shouts to horny camper guy.
because it's got that lounge kind of feeling,
Yeah. Okay. Well, as we're letting the credits roll here,
Yeah, there's nothing else after.
yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and shouts to everybody who was involved with this. Absolutely killer. We're gonna go ahead and
Yeah.
pause that as we finish off our chat here. So, Erik, dude, holy shit. Okay.
Yeah.
The end reveal, I mean, I knew he was gonna be involved with it. I mean, it
Yeah.
makes sense. But like
Yeah.
for you looking back on this now, how cool of a realization was that for you as you're filming to know, okay, this is going to be the big reveal?
It was, I mean, obviously it was pretty intense. I mean, you kind of said it, you knew it was coming, but reading through the script and then seeing it play out, that was pretty neat. Um, just coming to the realization that, like, oh, hey, this is how it's going to end. Um, it was very much an aha moment for me. Like, even though I'd read it, but seeing it actually play out, that was it was good. It was very intense.
It was an intense movie. It was, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I really enjoyed that. I am so glad that we did this and we did this live
Yeah,
because
it was a
some
lot
of
of fun.
those kills, that was, dude, you're a freaking horror icon, bro. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Like that was
Appreciate that.
that whole scene and everything, the ending, you're that one liner and then the gunshot still, like that was killer. Oh man.
Yeah,
I loved every second of that. Even your death with the realization you don't have the shell and the shotgun, like
yeah.
that was all killer,
That
dude.
I was really proud of myself when I saw that the first time because I was just like I didn't realize that I followed through with that I sold it. You know what I mean? And it was just that's probably one of the proudest moments of my acting career so far on screen anyway.
Yeah, man, it was just,
Sorry.
and this is a thing where it it's a movie that has stuck with so many people, and just as we are winding down here, um, there's a couple of comments I wanted to share from people who commented on YouTube and reached out to me
Okay.
from our interview. One of which I'm gonna just give usernames because that's all I have. Shout outs to SJTRIXTER1241. Sorry, I'm not calling you by your real name, but I don't know. He says to Eric, I'm 29 and you still haunt me in my nightmares from time to time as Bobby Shaw. You did an amazing job, man. I am literally immune to horror movies, but you shook me to my bones, bro. Much love from Siberia.
Oh wow,
How
Siberia.
cool is it that number one, you're still affecting people this late in the game after so long, but the fact that someone from Siberia literally was
It
like,
is.
bro, like,
I say this with zero understatement or overstatement. This is spot on. It is the most humbling experience. Like I never thought that anybody outside of hell my state would know who I am, much less have it affect the way that they feel towards cinema. Um, it's humbling. It makes me kind of it makes me a little emotional, if I'm being honest.
yeah, man, I get it.
It's a high that I would never want to get rid of, and it warms my heart to know that one, I affect people like that, and two, that they would reach out and say that means a lot because I know that's hard. That's hard to be honest with other people that you see on screen, and I appreciate you, uh, Mr. Siberia guy.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm sorry, I don't have your name,
No,
Mister One
that's
Two
yeah.
Four One. Um, but no, I appreciate you so much. That means a lot to me.
And another thing here. So this person asked a couple of questions. You kind
Okay.
of we kind of sort of covered them a little bit, which was a huge realization for me. So I know that they're gonna freak out when they hear this.
Hmm.
I'm going to call them MK for the sake of the rest of this. But their username was NK-UW8QT, and they were very adamant about wanting you to come on and talk about this. They were one. I'm going to be honest. One of the reasons that drove me to really want to do this too. I was like, we got to get the answers for this person. So
Okay.
I'll lead with the questions and then I'm going to finish off with the statement. So on our interview, Eric, you mentioned how in that scene where you can see it, now that I've seen it on screen, when you're hitting, I'm terrible with names. The sledgehammer
Pete.
scene,
Pete.
with yes,
What's it?
and you mentioned how when you were doing it, you were like crying because you were so filled with, and you were just like like just
Yeah.
smacking because you were
I
trying
had
to get
enough of
that
these little
emotion.
fuckers. How
Yeah,
dare you?
absolutely.
Yeah.
And he asked a question about talking about the goggles. Both questions are about the goggles, which again,
Okay.
he kind of sort of answered this, but I'm going to ask just to make sure I ask their question.
Yeah.
Did the director, excuse me, let me try that again. Did the director ask him to wear the goggles because he was crying?
No.
No.
It
That was
wasn't
part of the
until
question.
after that scene
Yeah.
that I really had an emotional breakdown. Because I was just so high on adrenaline and so high on my hatred for poor Pete.
Mhm.
No, he did not. The reason I'm wearing the goggles is to film it,
Right.
which we
And
did
that
cover
was,
throughout.
yes. And that was the next question, which if you didn't tell us already, it would have been like a realization at the end. But like, I mean, you guys heard my reaction. I was like, what the hell? What was the purpose of the goggle mask when killing? Because he only wore it during the kills.
Yeah. Again,
That
that's
was
the
because of
first person filming. I wanted to get a first person account of the kills that I was doing. And again, huge shout out. I said it throughout the whole film, but Paul Goldblatt was just that the goggles were his own design. Like he designed those, he molded them, everything. And of course he molded it to my face because he had that cast. And this man could do no wrong on set. Like he was so good at both the FX and just being an amazing human being. But yeah, um, as for the goggles, they were supposed to be a camera, and I just always thought that when Frankie told me that at first, I was blown away because I thought that was really really cool.
I'm gonna be honest, that's something I probably wouldn't have caught because I'm not that smart, but like
Yeah.
it makes
Well,
perfect sense though. I would have been
yeah,
like, wait, where's the first person camera shots coming from?
yeah. You would have been like Brian at the end, where who's doing the handheld shots? Yeah,
Yeah, dude, that's,
you would have figured it out
I
if you were
mean,
watching it by
yeah, maybe.
yourself.
I think in watching this, we were able to dive into so much stuff. I know that a ton of people who are fans of Carver are going to love this. And I want to end off with this comment from MK here. And I share their sentiment with this whole thing. Carver was a very innovative and original horror movie. And I'm saying that as a horror movie fanatic. The serial killer did things that others did not do. I'm going to go ahead and add in there that whole ball scene. Like, get out of here, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Frankie was so passionate about that. Anyway, go ahead.
We gotta have the ball scene, bro. It's all about the ball scene.
He was so passionate about it. It was great.
He was interesting and unique. And what makes this different is he was a real person, visible, maskless, and very brutal, which again, the difference between Bobby Shaw and then Bobby Shaw Carver, that whole thing was so cool. I remember when watching some of the kill scenes, my mouth would open wide because of how extreme it was. Same here, MK. In my opinion, that's what horror is supposed to be: original, unique, jaw-dropping, and horrifying.
Yeah.
That's a testament to Erik's incredible acting, which it is, bro. I loved every second of this. You blew me away in the scenes that you were in. I know how talented you are. Obviously, you know that, and how much I appreciate you and everything. But like seeing you in these kill shots, having a funny, sassy little one-liner thrown in there a couple times, like I was, dude, the
I was so
imposing
nervous
figure. It was
to
just,
speak.
I
So
loved it.
nervous to speak on
I
camera.
get it. I would be
But
too.
it was so much fun. The whole thing was so much fun. MK, I appreciate your sentiments, and TJ, I appreciate you.
Of course,
We don't
buddy.
really have to get into that, but MK, I'm glad that I could have that impact on you. I really am. I truly am. It means so much to me, and it humbles me so much. But thank you all for your kind comments, and I hope one day maybe I can bring more magic to the screen for you. Honestly, but until then, you can just check out my voice acting stuff because that's a lot of fun too.
Yes, which I want to end with that as we're signing off here. If people want to check out what you're doing now, currently with the voice acting world, where's the best place that they can go to find that and keep up with you?
Well, either on Baseline Feed, the podcast that I'm heavily involved in. Also, with your own tapes of trepidation, I hope to be more involved in that as well.
Coming 2024. Spoiler alert.
Spoilers.
You will be.
Spoilers. I'll be coming a lot in 2024. What?
Haha. That's it. We're done. Shut her down. Shut her down.
Let's just delete the whole thing.
Oh, dude, Erik, this was so much fun to do, man. I was
really
so
was.
nervous to do this, and I don't even know why. It was more like the logistical side of things I was a little nervous about.
Yeah.
I know there was a bit of a
get
10-second delay there near the end, but I think this was great. I hope you all enjoyed this. Erik, I hope you had fun, buddy. Thanks so much for the time.
I had a lot of fun.
Appreciate you. Thank
It
you for
was so much
being
fun.
such an amazing actor in the role of Bobby Shaw Carver, and forever haunting my nightmares with that ball scene.
Just don't let me near him. What?
Thanks, Eric. Appreciate you, buddy.
Absolutely. See ya.
All right, folks, there you have it. Our watch along, Eric and I, of Carver. Holy crap. That movie was very intense, and I loved every second of it. I know we are burning the midnight oil here, almost 2 hours long of a podcast. So if you're still listening to this, you are seriously the best. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow The Hodder Show wherever you get your social media. I will have a link down below for Eric. Go follow him, support him. He is the man, especially if you enjoyed his work in Carver. Go support him because he is, not only is he my buddy and a wonderful, wonderful guy, but he's a very, very talented actor and voice actor. So check him out. And if you enjoyed this episode and want to support The Hodder Show a little more, consider joining my Patreon and becoming a Hodhead. Just like all of these fine folks, we have Ronan Kamori from Baseline Feed, Wolf Delta Pi from Baseline Feed, Erik Fones, wow, amazing, from Carver, Mike Quintero, CM Peters from Baseline Feed, Jason Reese from J Bridges of Larch, who did the awesome graphic you saw for this on social media and in the description of this episode. Jason, thank you, brother. I love you. Terry and Janet Hodder, the impromptu creators of The Hodder Show. Much love to my parents. Mr. Brandon Bowden from Bowden Voice. Neil Skarupa from Neurotic Voice. And last but not least, Mr. Ian Hall. If you want a little shout out like that at the end of every single episode of The Hodder Show, as well as access to my exclusive Patreon version of the Horror Nation podcast, Tapes of Trepidation, patreon.com/The Hodder Show. Check it out. A couple different tiers you can choose from. $5 a month or more will get you access to Tapes of Trepidation. And also, if you join at any level, you'll get access to my private Discord channels. I do have a Discord that's open to everybody, but on that Discord, there are channels just for my patrons. So something to consider. If you want to join the Discord, let me know and I will send you a link, or you can just search for The Hodder Show on Discord, or you can check out my Linktree, which you can find a link to on my Facebook and Instagram, or just search Linktree/The Hodder Show on Google, and it will pop up. Sometimes it's a little tricky to give the full URL, so probably the best way to find it. Thanks so much for all the support, guys. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful rest of your Halloween day, night, whenever time you listen to this. Stay safe, and I will catch you next time right here on The Hodder Show. Take it easy, guys.